you go, Jax. Here you go. Good turkey calls, Jack. He's quite the turkey guy.
Yeah.
Oh, now he needs to say hi. Okay. See some more turkey calls there, bud. Ooh, expert.
Welcome back. We had an awesome time in Oklahoma. Oh, and I got some new tires. That's the update on the tire situation. I tried to take film in the tire shop, but I accidentally took a photo instead. Look at these beasts. I got some truck tires on, look at the treads on these things. It's ridiculous. So yeah, a lot of red dirt down in there too, huh? But anyway, that's the update. We had to go to the tire shop, get new tires. My tires were getting pretty bald, unfortunately. And that was part of the reason we keep getting stuck. So here we are in Kansas. Beautiful day. It's pretty windy. Tomorrow it's going to be really windy, but we're going to hustle out here. It's the evening. Try and get something to gobble. Let's do it. And public land, by the way, of course. It's all public here. There's a lot of good cornfields in this area, it looks like. So they should winter here in this general area. And then, of course, disperse a little bit right now. So that's what we're going to try and catch some of the dispersal patterns. Well, if we were looking for beavers, we'd have found our secret spot, huh? No turkeys here though in Kansas. First couple public land pieces that we had scouted out on the maps have not been productive in terms of tracks and feathers and all that. Plenty of these though. Second public land place in Kansas, first evening in Kansas. Marked a gobbler on public land. And the beauty of this spot is there's not a, show where that is, buddy. It's right over here. The beauty of this spot is there's nowhere to go back that way. It's private land back that way, but there's just a bunch of cows and burned fields. And this is the river bottom. This is where they're gonna want to work to, I think, in the morning, buddy. We're gonna have one tomorrow. What do you think? As always, Lydia heard it first. And now only another mile back to the car. And we'll be back out here in the dark tomorrow. All right, good morning. We're walking to our spot. We got 25-mile-an-hour wind. That's nothing unusual out here. It's open country. Got a long hike ahead of us. We're gonna bring all the decoys, even though it's a long hike, because I think it's just so open out here, and we're in the back corner of the public, so we really got to pull these turkeys in, just like in Oklahoma. We got to pull them in off the corner here. All right, that concludes today's hunt in Kansas. Got about 5 minutes of legal shooting lights, unless a miracle happens. That pretty much wraps her up. This evening we went back to that roost tree that they were at this morning, and the wind was just howling in that section, so I think they roosted somewhere else. Plus there was a burn, a grass burn that they did right next to the edge of the property, the public land, so I think they literally burned out the spot. So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board, which is very hard to do with 25-mile-an-hour winds. But that's what we're gonna have to do for tomorrow. Woo. Come around these corners and that's what you're dealing with. Look at this. First morel mushrooms I've ever seen. Look at that. Cool. Here, hold on to these. These are supposed to be super good eating. Oh, there's a pack of them under here. Look, here's another one. Cool, bud. High five.
You ate them all from yesterday.
Cooking them with eggs is what we're doing. Bringing some home. Morels. Can't find the turkeys, but we got the mushrooms out here. Still looking for toms. Not having it. A couple of eastern yellow-bellied racer snakes. One of them I stepped on. A couple of morel mushrooms and a lot of walking. Literally 30-mile-an-hour winds. Literally. Next 3 days. I mean, how are you supposed to hunt like this, you know? And it's the weekend, which means there's hunters all over the place, so you gotta walk extra far. But it's still a good time, right, Dee? Still good to be out hunting. Finished product right here. You see this, lady, or is it too dark?
I'm shining a little bit more better.
We've got about 8 morel mushrooms mixed with a bunch of burger. Oh, it's dusty. Try to hide it from the wind here. Mixing in that loving goodness, as Robert Arrington would say. We just put a little cheese on there. Whew, I think it's ready to roll.
Deer meat for dinner, right, Dad?
Deer meat for dinner reference. If you want to watch that channel, I recommend it.
Your mom should make this, and she should make it lots and lots so Maggie and Jerome can have some. And Evie.
Lydia liked it so much she wants to be making this recipe at home.
It's like,
oh look, you look evil. You got the light underneath you. Oh, the evil Lydia. Don't smile when you're the evil Lydia. Here, try it again. Oh. Lighting
you're
makes all the
spoiling
difference.
it.
Yay, we're stuck. Oh, so we found some old boards here, and we're gonna pop these up, put them under the tires, keep the nail side down, and hopefully we can get out of this little hump here.
It's going.
Is it going?
Was the tire like smoking or what was it doing? Because I don't know. I couldn't tell. Up here though. It was going up here though. It wasn't down here.
Yeah, we are waiting for roadside assistance. It's a 45-minute wait. And we're just up the road from our van, which is stuck. And we did some calls and we have a Tom gobbling back. And he might be coming in. This is crazy. Holy mackerel. these locust trees are just insane around here. I just leaned back on this tree. You can never be too careful in Kansas.
Especially snakes.
Yeah, especially with stepping on snakes. Hurricane or tornado winds. Just ask Dorothy. Slinging chives.
Smell them, Dad.
Yeah, they smell good.
Smell like dirt.
Woo. Cooking up some eggs and chives in a minute. Welcome back to our cooking show. We found some new locations here. We're 2 hours away from where we were, some other public land. And we're gonna hunt that tomorrow. Just working our way north. Finally, tomorrow we don't have wind. It's going to be our first day in Kansas with like 5-mile-an-hour winds instead of 25-mile-an-hour winds, so we're excited about that. Unfortunately, we're 2 hours away and we've kind of found some turkeys 2 hours south, so it's going to be tempting not to drive back to that spot we were just at. But so I'm doing here with these, I'm putting some water in there, I put a little seasoning in there, and I'm going to get these chives softened up, and then I'll throw some eggs in there. Fill this thing up with eggs, scramble it up good, and let you know how it tastes. Is it on?
Yep. Careful, you don't spill it, Dad.
Mm-hmm. You hold the light too in your other hand. It's right up here.
Got it.
Perfect. So we softened up these Star of Bethlehem onions, these wild onions, just softened them up for like a long time. We boiled off pretty much all the water that was in here. Now I just threw some cheddar cheese in. Throw some eggs in and give you an update. Is it good for real?
Mm-hmm.
Onions?
Yeah, it's just hot.
Try an onion. Definitely not that like sharp onion flavor that it had when it was fresh, huh? Before we cooked it. Pretty good. Tastes like cheesy eggs with a little onion flavor. It's pretty good. The stems aren't too good. I don't like the stems. They're too chewy. The bulbs, though, totally worth it.
Should I film the hens now?
See the hens?
Because
You can see them?
Yep.
Oh, there they are.
They're running. Careful, Dad.
Well, we came across a few turkeys, as you saw. They just are not active in this area. I mean, we tried calling them. We were sitting right there looking at them. They're with hens, but even there, they didn't get too riled up. They weren't gobbling back. So we're gonna just move areas. We're gonna go an hour and a half north of here and just hope that they're more active up there. They were definitely more active 2 hours south of here, but I don't want to keep going south because I want to hunt Nebraska soon. So let's go north. See you up there.
Oh, there's another head. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can see him with the camera.
See him?
There's 6 hands. Oh, there he is. Is that him? No. Yeah. There's the very last one, yeah. I am on him.
Oh, there's the beard.
I'm on him. Okay. You go ahead whenever you're ready. I'm ready. Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Look at how big it is! Look at how big it is! Oh, it's so big! It's so big!
Oh my gosh. Sounds so intense because he. Oh. Hey. We had him forever there, buddy. I'm gonna start the GoPro so you can be in this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just a second. One over here. Boom. Diesel. Buddy. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Okay. All right. Wow. Holy smokes, buddy. Turns out to be a good decision to come out here, huh, buddy? Mm-hmm. I'm still a little shaky. Big mature one, buddy. This one's been a lot bigger than the one we had last time. What a beauty, huh? Big old eastern. Big old eastern. So this hunt was interesting. This was cool. We've been hunting really hard in Kansas. This is our 3rd day, and we had a half a day before that, so we had 3.5 days. It's been 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's been like, it rained last night. We got stuck in the mud. It's been a rough time, but we've been seeing turkeys the whole time. But it's been tough to get on good toms. But then we came up to this place. It's a totally new place. Went to the first place earlier today. We saw one track. It looked really good on the maps, but there was just no turkey sign hardly. So then we switched gears and came over here this evening. Mostly just scouting. We didn't even have the big camera. We just had my phone. And we got into a bunch of hens earlier. I mean, I was calling, they were calling, I was calling, they were calling. We were cackling back and forth. We were clucking. We were doing everything. We're cutting back and forth to each other. We got them all fired up, but there was no gobbling. There was 2 jakes that came in. Lydia wanted me to take one, right, Dee? Lydia's like, take a jake, take a jake. Like, no, we're going for a big mature gobbler. It's got to be an adult male. Well, we got it done. So this evening, while we were waiting for them to roost, we were just sitting out here listening for them to roost, and we saw them feeding on private land, and we were kind of on the edge, but they were way over there on this private land piece. And then all of a sudden, for literally no reason, right? They just start like, I mean, he was out there strutting with the jakes and the hens, and then all of a sudden, a couple of the hens just came out into the public land field, and then they just started like hustling over. And then the Tom was kind of on the fence about it. He was the last one in the group, and I pulled out my call and started, you know, just doing some clucks, doing some yelping, and you could see him like fluff up and then come over, and those hens came in. He came in right behind them. They were about 40 or 50 yards, probably 50 yards, a little long, but we had to take what we could get. Wow, buddy. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We have worked so hard for this Kansas bird. I can't even tell you with the weather we've had. I'm so pleased about it. Just a horse of a bird, too. Let's go measure him out at the car because I don't even have my scale. I don't even have my measuring thing here. Whoo-wee. Whoa, he's heavy, buddy. Holy cow. 23.6 pounds.
No, it's 23.63.
Yeah, 23.63. That's. All right, we got 1 and a little bit past 1/4. Here. Where are we at here? Oh, look at that, way past 9. 9. Are we gonna hit close to 10 there? Look at that, we got some at 10. Got a few hairs at 10. Easily 9 3/4, but we got one at 10. We'll call it a 10-incher. Good job. Just a second. What do we got here? Holy smokes, 50.5 inches. 50.5. Give me 5. Boom, buddy. That's a big hawk. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I mean, what a behemoth. What a monster. We've gotten the job done here in Kansas, of course. If you haven't seen it, we got the job done in Tennessee. We got the job done in Oklahoma already. And we're up to Nebraska. See you on the next one.